Good morning, everybody. As I'm recording this, the trailer for Rise of Skywalker has just dropped online, and Star Wars Galaxy's Edge is open at Walt Disney World and Disneyland. So, in keeping with the Star Wars theme, I thought it would be fun to rank all 10 of the live-action Star Wars films. Let's get to it. In the 10th spot, I have Attack of the Clones. A few things I like about Attack of the Clones. I love me some Count Dooku. I think Obi-Wan's story was cool. I think Jango Fett was cool. Didn't love young Boba Fett, just because I thought it was a little forced. I did love the battle at the end, though. And who doesn't love Sam Jackson with a lightsaber? Honestly. The things I don't like, mainly the one thing I don't like, is Anakin stalking his old babysitter and making her fall in love with him by explaining how much he doesn't like sand. Anyways, in the 9th spot, I have The Phantom Menace. Qui-Gon Jinn is amazing. Darth Maul doesn't say much, but you know he's cool. He looks like Satan. He also has a dual-wielding lightsaber, and that's pretty awesome. The battle where he uses that thing, easily one of the best in Star Wars. Not to mention the fact that the soundtrack is incredible. Biggest downside, I'm not going to be the first one on the internet that says this, Jar Jar Binks. In the 8th spot, I put Revenge of the Sith, Episode 3. You know, this has always been one of those things, and I've thought this for a while, is that the story was good. The acting, yeah, it wasn't great, not gonna lie. The dialogue was bad. And if somebody had kind of mustered up the courage to look at George Lucas in the face and said, how about one script revise? Just one. If they had touched up that dialogue, it might be the best Star Wars movie ever. That Mustafar battle was incredible. Incredible. Duel of the Fates, John Williams, that easily probably the coolest Star Wars song ever. Easily could be one of the best. But it's not. In the 7th spot, I have Last Jedi. Was it a perfect movie? No. But there was a lot to love. That throne room battle with Snoke, absolutely amazing. You know what, I'm actually going to defend the fact that Luke was a little bit of a jerk in this one as well. I am. The things that I won't defend are sometimes the characters aren't acting like you would expect them to act, if that makes sense. I don't know. There's very few things I could say about Last Jedi that haven't already been spoken online, so let's just move on. For number 6, I have Rogue One. I love K2SO, and I love Cassian Andor. Extremely excited about their Disney Plus show, by the way. I also thought Jyn Erso made a really compelling protagonist. Not to mention that whole Vader hallway sequence. Not that Darth Vader needed to get any cooler or any more iconic, but man, that was cool. My only real downside with Rogue One is that it does move just a little bit slower than some of the other Star Wars films. In the 5th spot, I have Solo. The thing about Solo, a Star Wars story, is that it totally clunked in the box office because nobody was asking for a Han Solo movie. Except for probably me, because I think Han Solo is the coolest character in Star Wars, and I stand by that. And yeah, sometimes the dialogue was a little clunky. Could have used a touch-up, but ultimately this is like a Saturday morning cartoon of Star Wars. It's so good. And it's on a very small scale, but it has the most fun possible. That's the biggest thing I have to hand it, is that it's just fun. Turn your brain off, shove some popcorn in your face and forget about it kind of fun. Make Solo 2 happen, please. In the 4th spot, I have the conclusion of the original trilogy, Return of the Jedi. I think Jabba's palace is easily one of the coolest and most detailed set designs I've ever seen in a Star Wars movie. I also love that Luke was coming into his own as a Jedi, and the Emperor Palpatine, Darth Vader show off, and Darth Vader becoming, you know, learning to grow into the light side a little bit more. The Ewoks, and trust me, I'm not an Ewok hater. I'm really not. But they are a tad too cute and a tad out of place. That being said, I do still kind of enjoy them because I think they're hilarious. In the third spot, I have Star Wars The Force Awakens. A lot of pressure rested on J.J. Abrams when he was trying to reinvigorate the Star Wars franchise. And back in 2015, I really think he did it. I think Kylo Ren is not only menacing, but also relatable. I think his parentage, being Han and Leia, was very interesting. And then I think the trying to find Luke Skywalker, not having everything rest on the original hero, is cool. I think it's the whole finding the map thing and that kind of adventure fit that movie extremely well. In the number 2 spot, when it came out, it was just simply known as Star Wars. We now know it as Episode 4, A New Hope. This is the one that started it all. From the iconic showdown at the cantina to the trenches of the Death Star, nothing about this isn't iconic. These are not the droids you are looking for. You know, just so many quotable lines. Also, that's the first time we ever saw Darth Vader, which easily became the most menacing villain in all of Hollywood. Absolutely incredible. There's nothing else I can say about this that hasn't already been said. And in the number 1 spot, I have my personal favorite movie, The Empire Strikes Back. From the introduction of Boba Fett to the introduction of Yoda and the iconic training sequence on Dagobah, Han Solo and Leia's relationship, the introduction of Lando Calrissian on Cloud City, Darth Vader was given more time, Luke was learning what it was like to be a Jedi, Force Ghost, Obi-Wan, AT-AT battle in Hoth. Every single shot about this, not only is it quotable, but it is iconic, and it's fun, and it's serious. It balances tones beautifully. This is one of those examples of a sequel being better than the original. And I stand by this. This is the Godfather 2 of the Star Wars franchise. And it's my favorite movie of all time. So of course I'm going to put it in the first spot. I don't think it could get better. Well guys, there you have it. That is my definitive ranking of every live-action Star Wars film. This is a very different video for me, and I just thought it would be fun. So if you liked this and you would like to see more, please drop down a like down below. And while you're down there, subscribe. I do post weekly adventures, and ring the little bell icon so you can get a notification on every single episode. And you guys have a great day.